2 quick weeks.
What's up, baby? What's going on, baby? What's going on? You just watched my TikTok. What you think, honey? I decided today I'm going to be on my content creator shit. You know, I'm trying to make it a motherfucking source of income. I ain't going to hold y'all. I ain't going to lie. I ain't going to make y'all feel like that ain't what I'm doing. Because it's definitely what I'm doing. So I'm posting content, creating content, trying to find different ways to make content and shit. But until then, I'm finna get in this kitchen. Yeah, I ran dishwater yesterday. Ain't washed shit. So before I can even start cooking my dinner, I had to wash my dishes. What's up, baby? The water's so goddamn hot. Much love. Thank you, baby. You have a great one as well. What y'all doing? Other than logging on and watching me, what y'all up to? Anybody cooking today? Or y'all don't cook on Saturdays? I know a lot of people don't cook on Saturday, but I am. You cooking? What you cooking? You on your way to LA? Okay. I'm gonna make chicken tortellini. You was out in the heat. I was too. My little sister had games this morning, so I went to watch her girls play. And then, what's so funny, some of the kids, they know I'm her sister, but they've never seen me before. So they were saying, Coach Bowie, is that your sister? Coach Bowie. Because they seen me on TikTok. And I guess they really didn't realize she's my blood sister. So it was cool. Them girls played their asses off. But yeah, I'm gonna make some chicken tortellini, garlic bread and corn. I walked around Publix for like 15 minutes before I even was able to land on a meal. I hope I got the right sauce. I'm currently not talking to my mother, and that's who makes the chicken tortellini in our family, so I just grabbed the damn vodka sauce hoping that's the right shit. Red snapper and cheese grits. I don't think I ever heard the cheese grit part with red snapper because I mostly associate red snapper with Islanders. And I know they don't really eat grits. They eat mostly porridge and shit like that. Hot water about to burn my fingers off. I'm gonna end up getting on TikTok, y'all, but you know what? Let's talk about family trauma, man. Because like I keep mentioning that I'm not talking to my mom, and there was a time me and my mom were extremely close. And due to something that happened the weekend that we were celebrating King's birthday, in May. I have not talked to my mom, and this is crazy and different compared to the way our relationship once was. And sometimes, I understand that there's no rule book to parenting, and I understand that, parents do make mistakes. But I feel like at a certain point, you have to be accountable. You have to be willing to be accountable for the mistakes that you make and the choices you make. And you cannot disregard other people's feelings and act as if their feelings don't matter. And that's how my mom made me feel. So I haven't been talking to her. And it's very crazy because with my siblings, they've all still been doing stuff. Because we, at one point we were a really, really close-knit family. And now that I have, fallen into this situation with my mom, my baby sister keeps telling me she can't stand it. And, she wants it to be better. And she can't wait for it to be better. But for me, without my mom accepting accountability and understanding my feelings, there's like no way for us to reconcile. Like, I don't see reconciliation being, a part of our near future, because when I finally tried to explain it to her, her reply in a text message was very short. And then at the end, she said, "Now what?" So I was like, okay, so I'm still not being heard. I kind of had some issues from childhood. I'm going to tell y'all something, like, when I was younger, I was very, very promiscuous. When I was young, I started having sex at 12 years old. Just being honest. Telling y'all shit I've never told y'all before, but just, being honest. I do feel like the promiscuity was a symptom of molestation and rape that happened to me when I was younger, by male and female cousins. And that's why I'm so guarded with boys. I don't allow my boys to go anywhere. I don't do a whole lot of babysitting. We don't go sit and visit at other people's homes where they're out of my eyesight. I don't trust people because of what happened to me. So I became very promiscuous, and also my mom worked nights. My mom worked from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. So she had to leave home around 6:30 every day. I was 12 years old, babysitting my 10-year-old brother, my 6-year-old sister, and my 5-year-old sister. And I was 12 years old. My mom would leave us at home alone. And, at this time, like I said, I had become very curious about sex. And that's one of the symptoms of molestation or rape or sexual abuse. You either become very, very curious about it, or you shy away from it. Unfortunately, I was one of the children that became curious, and I became sexually active by choice at 12 years old. I was one of those little girls that lied about her age. I was one of those little girls that would skip school. I was one of those little girls who pursued, the older men in the neighborhood, or I walked around in really, really hoochie clothing to get attention. That's why I don't really judge people, and I understand people, and I understand journeys, because I've definitely had a journey of my own. So when I was 12 years old and I was being promiscuous, and my mom was leaving me at home to babysit my younger siblings, I became rebellious against her, against the things that she would tell me, against, the rules and guidelines that she would set in place. I would go against them. And it got to the point where she no longer wanted me in the home with my siblings or herself. When I was in the 7th grade, I spent Thanksgiving away from my family. my mom sent me to this place in Tampa, and I've mentioned this on live before. My mom sent me away to this place called Haven Poe in Tampa. It was like for runaways and foster kids and shit who wouldn't have anywhere to go. My mom dropped me off like I was one of them. My 7th grade year, middle school, Thanksgiving, I spent Thanksgiving at Haven Poe. They started to give her some resources and tell her about different resources where I could be placed in a residential facility when I was in the 8th grade. Well, no, let me bounce back. So while I was in the 7th grade, I remember my mom and I getting into our 3rd and final physical altercation while I was in the 7th grade, 13 years old. And the guy that she was dating at the time stood over us and said, yeah, that's right, babe, beat that bitch ass. I was her child. And she, proceeded to pounce on me. Now, as a mother, I now understand why she was so pissed off, because I really thought I could fight my mom. I had issues with my mom, and I didn't like her. I didn't like the fact that she and my dad separated and were getting ready to go through a divorce. It was a lot of different issues, but after that fight, I got to school, and I went to the counselor who was a member of my church, and I told her I need to call my granny. So I got on the phone with Granny. I told Granny what happened between my mom and I that morning. Granny asked the counselor to allow me to stay in her office for the duration of the school day, and that she would be there after work to pick me up. My granny came to pick me up from school. I went to live with my granny. I did not live with my mom again until I was an adult. And that was at 13 years old. So once I got to my grandmother's home, she took me to like Kmart just to get some clothes to wear to school. And then she said, we'll go to your mom's and go get the rest of your stuff. When I got back to my mom's house a few days later, I went into what was my bedroom. And as I was looking for my stuff, I couldn't find any of my belongings. So I was looking for my belongings, and I said, Mama, I can't find my stuff. And the man said, I asked you, this is the same one who stood over us and said, babe, beat that bitch's ass. He said, I asked you if you wanted it, and you said no, so I threw that shit away. My first issue was, first of all, you are not my dad. This is the home that my mom and dad purchased together. So you are not able to decide what stays and what goes, but my mom allowed you to do that to me. So now I hate her even more than I hated her before. Yes, King? I'm done. You done? With your apple? Let me see. Okay, good job. Put in trash. Okay, go back in my room and finish watching TV. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to talk and let him hear this. Go, King. Go in my room. Yeah, hold up. Go. So as I'm, like I said, I was looking for my stuff. My mom let this man throw my stuff away. I didn't have shit. Christmas had just passed. I had just got like some stuff I really wanted for Christmas. Everything was gone. My clothing, my toys. And I really didn't have toys. I was 13. But anything that I used for entertainment, I had a jewelry box that I had just gotten. I remember that vividly. He threw everything that was mine. He trashed everything that was mine away. And my mom allowed him to do it. Of course, that pissed off my grandmother, and she and my dad, and they both took issue with my mom. And then, so moving forward, my grandmother, because I was still having issues with being a rebellious preteen or teenager. So my grandmother did go ahead and move forward with the process of enrolling me into the residential program that was the Florida Chef's Youth Ranch. Although during this time of preparing me to move, my mom signed paperwork to give custody over to me to my grandmother. She moved my siblings and herself up here to Georgia. They came to Atlanta. We were in Tampa at the time. So I lost contact with my siblings. I didn't see them, who I grew up with my whole life. And then it got to 13 years old and they were gone. So I did not have a relationship with my mom from the time I was 13 years old until I was 19 years old. Like my high school prom, graduations, birthdays, small events. I was active in high school when it came to like arts. So choir, theater, band, things like that. She never attended any of those because she didn't know about them. She never called and asked. There was literally hardly any communication. There was no birthday gifts or Christmas gifts, things that matter to a child. I did not get that from my mom. So by the time I was a freshman in college, like my mom didn't move me into college. My mom had no part in me moving into my dorm room. And for those of us who have gone to college, move-in day as a freshman is huge in a family. Like everybody will come together and make sure you have everything you need, from your refrigerator, your chest, or your groceries, your towels, all of that type of stuff. My mom had no part of that. That was my granny, my dad, my aunt. And we are the ones who moved me in. So while I was a freshman in college, I talked so much about my granny that I was asked a couple times, well, is your mom living? Do you know your mom? And I had to tell people, well, yeah, she is. And I feel like I told somebody she was dying from cancer at one point. I don't know. I'm fucking crazy. And I didn't like her. You get what I'm saying? So we did not start working on our relationship until I was 20 years old. And the situation that recently caused us to have a breakup in our conversation or whatever, it is due to a man again. You get what I'm saying? And my siblings, they all feel like it was something that, I could get over easily, or I'm just harboring emotions from childhood and traumas. And I just feel, they're saying that I hate my mom and I've always hated her. That's not what it is. I am aware of the traumas that I had to deal with as a child, whether I was promiscuous, whether I was rebellious, no matter what it was. You don't give up on your child. And my mom gave up on me. So being that she gave up on me for all of those years, it's very easy for me to want to give up on her now. You get what I'm saying? So when I see the repeated behavior of what I saw when I was a child, it makes me not want to talk to her. So I've had people that have known this situation. A lot of people have known about this. This has contributed to my depression, because when it initially happened, my siblings wouldn't even talk to me. So this happened back in May, the weekend of King's birthday. My siblings didn't talk to me for a few weeks. Even when I had my anniversary party, only one of my siblings, there are four of us, my sister is the only one who came dressed and ready to party. I had to pay my brother to do my balloon work, and he didn't even come dressed for the party. Like, he came, he set up the balloons, he danced around for a little, and then he ended up leaving. Hold up, y'all, my daddy calling. Daddy Boo, what's up? Nothing finna start cooking? Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have leftovers. I'm about to cook chicken tortellini. It's about to rain up here. You just want to do it tomorrow? Cause I don't want to get in the car in the rain. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, Daddy. All right, love you. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. And my daddy is a part of the situation. So my daddy, because he knows that I have lost my mama, my dad, and it's gonna make me cry. My daddy has stepped up for me in like a huge way. Because my daddy, you know, he's never like given up on me. So you feel me, and you 53. So I'm trying not to cry. So at now, you know, like I said, my siblings, my brother, he did come to my event, but he did not come dressed to stay. That broke my heart. And I really didn't talk to them. We're just getting to a place where we're able to talk to each other, but we're not discussing the situation because none of them understand how I feel. You get what I'm saying? All of them feel like, you know, it wasn't that deep. The situation that happened in Orlando, it wasn't that deep. Brittany just using everything else in the past to hold it against mama. And that's not what it is. I see repeated behaviors from my childhood. So before I allow you to hurt me again or even hurt my children, because now I'm a mom, I'll keep them away from you. And they don't understand that. You get what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, I miss my mama, but I don't miss her enough to deal with the bullshit of why I'm angry. You get what I'm saying? Hold up, y'all. I need to soak my chicken. I use vinegar and water to clean my chicken. And let's talk about it. Why the fuck is chicken so high? This one pack of fucking chicken was $20 fucking dollars. Do y'all see that? $20 fucking dollars for some chicken breast. King and Casey better destroy it. I'm talking about eat every fucking piece of this goddamn chicken tortellini, okay? But anyway, I digress. Back to what I was saying. So now my siblings, we're trying to get to an okay place. But like even my nephew's birthday is this weekend or this upcoming week. And my sister is having a birthday party for him in Destin. And I'm not going. King is going, but I'm not going. Because my mom will be there. Something also happened that weekend with my dad to where now my dad doesn't even want to go around my mom. You get what I'm saying? Like, this shit is so crazy and it's so taxing and it hurts and it's confusing. And some people deal with shit like this their whole life and people don't understand them. You get what I'm saying? And I feel like a part of the depression that I have been in for the past few months is definitely a part of that. My mom doesn't even know what's going on with me in my life at all. You get what I'm saying? Y'all know on TikTok more than she probably knows. She probably has coworkers or something watching me and going back and telling her what's going on with me. But this shit feels fucking horrible, y'all. It feels horrible. It does not feel good. And the only reason I even brought this shit up is because I'm cooking something that I needed to be able to call my mom and ask her, well, Mom, what's the sauce for the chicken tortellini? And I couldn't even do it. She don't know shit. She literally does not know shit that is going on with me. And it is what it is. If there are any of us other than myself and the woman who has, I don't want to touch my phone because I done touched this chicken. But if there's anybody else dealing with any type of childhood traumas that are manifesting themselves in your adulthood, and people are telling you just to get over it, fuck them. Okay? I'ma just tell you, fuck them. Yes, you do have to heal from your traumas, because I am healed, but I'm not gonna allow you to cut me in another place with the same bullshit. Now I need to go on the porch. I'm gonna let this chicken soak a little bit. I need a visit to the porch because I just got mad all over again. Y'all, the chicken is in a bowl. I don't want y'all to think this shit in my sink, because I know it's people that cook. I'm telling my mom. I'm not telling my mom about my cancer. Auntie Mita, you just told everybody about your cancer, and you told me to keep it secret. And you just told everybody. But I wouldn't tell her either, Auntie Mita, just because you know what happened with your uncle's funeral and stuff. I wouldn't tell her. I wouldn't tell her. It is what it is. Red light.
Mom, man, why can't it stop?
You weren't sure if it was cancer?
Stop. Wait.
And so all of us who have our traumas, we can do better. We can get better, and we just gotta remember not to put these same type of hurts on our damn children. That's the only thing. Like, that's why I'm so protective of Keegan and Kason. You in it to win it. Damn right, Auntie Mita. You got this. That's why King and Kason don't go anywhere. That's why we're always at home. That's why they can destroy my house. They can do whatever they want to in this house, and I'm not going to do shit about it, because I know what it is to be abused. I know what it is for my mama. When I was molested at my great grandmother's house by my older cousin, my mom had just had my little sister. So she sent me and KJ up here to Georgia. I was 7, KJ was 5. She sent us up here to Georgia 2 summers in a row. And I was molested at 7 years old by my cousin, who was 12. And I remember telling him, I'm going to tell what you did to me last night. And he told me, you can't tell because you'll get in trouble too. And I seriously thought that I could get in trouble. Like, people say that I'm mean in my sleep. Like, if you wake me up, I'll cuss you out, or I'll give you like the nastiest look in the world. And that's when he would abuse me. He would come into the room in the middle of the night, and I would lay there and pretend that I was asleep. I would just lay there. I would keep my eyes closed, and I wouldn't move, and he would do whatever he wanted. And once he finished, he would leave, and I would just still be there pretending to be asleep. And I did it 2 summers in a row. It wasn't every night. I don't even know how fucking frequent it was, but it happened. I had another older cousin. My mom used to have her babysit us, and I remember her having me to suck her breast when I was around the same age, but this was in Tampa. You get what I'm saying? And then the crazy part is, your brain, to shield you and to protect you from shit, your brain will put shit in different sections that you don't even fucking remember. I did not remember my female cousin doing that to me until I was an adult. Like, I used to hang around her as a teenager. That was my place of refuge as a teenager, because she was the older cousin that would let me do whatever in the fuck I wanted. So at 15 and 16 years old, I would like going to her house because I could do whatever in the fuck. I was still promiscuous. I was still hot in the ass. And I could be promiscuous and hot in the ass at her house while Granny was gone on her vacations. You get what I'm saying? Granddad say, well, I got to go to such and such. Who house you want to go to? I want to go to Big Duke house. So oh, shit, I said her name. I'm going to have to delete this video. Fuck. I didn't mean to do that. Shit. But yeah. Oh, well. Oh, fucking well. But I did it. You get what I'm saying? I would go to her house and hang out at her house all weekend, used her fake ID to get in clubs. I remember her waking me up in the middle of the night to go to the little after-hour spot in Tampa. There was an after-hour spot in Tampa called the Sugar Shack. I had no business in that bitch. I used to be in a Sugar Shack at 15 and 16 years old with her. You know what I'm saying? Not remembering the shit she had done to me 9 years prior because my mind had blocked that shit out. People have to be so careful about, oh, I need a break, so I'm going to just let my child go. There's no such thing because you don't know. And it might not be the person that you have babysitting. It might be someone that they have in the home. It might not be an adult. It might be another child. That's why I don't like children around my children because I don't know what children are exposed to, and I don't know what they'll do to King and Kason, and King and Kason are afraid to tell me. And that's why, you know, not bringing up the baby bird, but that's why I said what I said to the baby bird about the dude that she brought around. You get what I'm saying? I asked questions, well, how long have you known him? And for you to have him staying in your house, that is crazy. You don't know what somebody would do to your child. When people post provocative pictures of their children on social media, I think that is absolutely asinine. You know, pictures of your little 3-year-old girl dressed up in some Fashion Nova outfit that only a fucking 25-year-old need to be fucking wearing. You got it on your 4-year-old because you think it's fucking cute. You don't know what pedophile is on your fucking page saving that fucking video and beating his meat to your child. You get what I'm saying? People are so... Some people are so dumbfounded and oblivious to reality, and they don't protect their kids enough. I wasn't protected, so I protect mine. I felt abandoned, so I do my best to never make mine feel abandoned. I do my best to never make mine feel like I need a break from them. Do I want a break? Hell yeah. Do I get tired? Fuck yeah. But when I need a break, y'all know what I do? Bring my ass outside on this motherfucking porch. If I need a break, I'm on this porch. I'm not leaving them with any and everybody. I have one babysitter who comes to my house and babysits my children. And my children love her. I literally don't like my kids around other kids. And it's because somebody who's close to me, her son, was molesting her nephew. You get what I'm saying? And he was 12 and the nephew was like 4. And the nephew ended up telling without realizing that he was telling. The nephew came and asked his mom, like, why does such and such try to pull my pants down and touch my butt? I'm terrified for my children. Terrified. And a lot of people don't understand why. They don't get it. But I didn't mean for this conversation to go the way that it has gone. I hate that I'm going to have to delete this video, but I'm absolutely going to have to delete it because I don't want any of my family to run across this. And then it becomes an issue because I said my cousin's name. But I damn sure ain't mean to fucking say it. But this phone is getting ready to go dead. I will go live on TikTok in a minute. I'll go ahead and start doing the chicken tortellini on live. So y'all can come hang out with me over there. But yeah, y'all, this was my therapy. I just released some stuff that I just been holding in and haven't said anything about. And it felt really fucking good. So sometimes, y'all, we just need to talk it out. Sometimes you need to find that sounding board. You need to find that person and, you know, tell them that shit that you just been holding in and it's making you angry, it's making you sad, it's giving you emotions that you're not understanding where they're coming from. And it's because you holding in all this shit. But I feel better. I'm going to go make me a drink and cook my dinner for my children. Love, peace, and hair grease. I see y'all over on TikTok.